Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta pop out the chat. Give me a second, guys. Wait, what did I do with this? Damn it. Welcome to Mapp Presents. Give me a moment as I pop out the chat. This is Mapp Weekly, where we talk about The Walking Dead, and when The Walking Dead is on the air, we do an after show discussing each episode. I am going to pop out the chat, though. So give me 1 second. Where's the chat? Yeah, sorry we're late. I just spilled my drink, and it was like, oh my god, crisis. I was literally just about to hit go live, and I spilled my drink, and I was like, no. Crisis. Anyway, let's see. Pop out the chat. Put the chat right there. Wait a minute. Is that where it goes? Where's my theater mode at? Oh, you know what? I gotta move the webcam. Okay. My theater mode is over here. That would make sense. Alright. No. Chat, that's not what I want to do. Alright, let's move that over there. Alright, we got theater mode established. Let's slide you guys over that way. And I think we're good. Alright. I think we're good. Offline, question mark. It shouldn't be offline. We should be good to go. I got all green right now. For now. I hope it stays that way, to be honest. Wait, did I move? Yeah, there we go. I see the chat moving. Listen, last time there was a super chat from Dozer1003. I guess it came in at the very last minute when we were shutting things down. He said, hey Ronnie, I don't have a question, I just wanted to help out a little bit. I've been watching your vids and streams for a couple years now, and I want to thank you for rocking it off with your socks off. Thank you very much, Dozer, for the super chat. Absolutely. Reporting for stream. Absolutely appreciate the support in the super chat, keeping us going. Now, hopefully this is going to be the last week where it's like, you know, when we can get the thing up. I'm hoping we can establish a time where it's for the Walking Dead ones. I'd like to keep the time the same when the episodes air and when they're not airing. That way, for especially new people, it's not like, oh, wait, what time is the chat starting? So I'm hoping we can do like 10:15, let's say, Eastern Standard Time, or 10:30. You know, that's like the base starting time. If the episode goes into overtime, obviously we're going to be a little late, yada, yada, yada. So someone said, Ronnie, did I finish Dark on Netflix? I didn't finish it yet. I'm on episode 3, and I will say it is getting a little more interesting. It absolutely is. The dubbing is a little iffy. The dubbing sucks. I'll tell you that right now. I think they did a jumbled mess, especially picking the lead cop's actor for the voiceover. I think that was a bit of a mistake. What else we got? Raiders Cat says, I'm drinking and eating. Hello, Ronnie. Q&A, Ronnie, you noticed in the trailer when Michonne and Rick were carrying Carl out of the house, I thought they were paying respect to Tyrese and 5'9" when Glenn and Rick was carrying Ty out of the house. They could have been, but in the same strength, there's only one way to do it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of those, there's only one way to carry Carl type moments, plus they might have been doing a little callback to Tyrese. What the fuck is that? I got oil on my friggin' Vape Nation vaporizer here. We are going to be doing some discussions about the trailer and your guys' feedback. A lot of fans were really disappointed. They showed what appears to be a big spoiler about the garbage gang in the trailer. I still will stand by it. That's ridiculous. Why would you show that? It looks almost definite they showed us what's going to go on, you know? Hey, Ronnie, are you going to watch Cloverfield Paradox on Netflix? I haven't heard of it till right now, but I don't know. Cloverfield's kind of like, nah, fuck y'all. Because they only came up with Cloverfield Lane or whatever the hell it was called. Cloverfield 10, whatever, Lane, I don't know. They only did that as a marketing ploy. If you look in the behind the scenes for that, Cloverfield was its own shit, you know? Cloverfield with the monster. And then with the new one, J.J. Abrams came aboard and was like, oh, for marketing, let's call it Cloverfield 10 Lane or some shit like that. And here it has nothing to do with Cloverfield. But I guess now they want to do something where it's kind of like a anthology. Are they still going that route? Where it's kind of in the same world but not, and they're going to do a different story. I don't know. Because of that, I think that is just outrageous that they would connect it to a franchise just for marketing and then play it off like, yeah, that's what we're doing now. So I don't know, honestly. That rubs me the wrong way. Oh, great Super Bowl, Raiders Cat says. I don't follow football or the Super Bowl, so I don't know what the hell happened. I've never been into football, though. Great stream, nice fresh Q&As because of the new trailer. And it passed, it's past 4 in the morning here. Oh, ouch. It's a little late, gotta wake up early to do work. I'm in college, not high school, by the way. Get that sleep, buddy, get that sleep, says Zay Johnson. Who do you think we will see first between Heath or Sherry? Probably Sherry, if I can be honest. I love you so much. Oh my God, Sophia. Thank you very much, Sophia. I can feel the love. Someone said they don't mind dubbing, I think. Kirkman hinting Carl might not die. I don't buy that at all. Obviously, that's something they're going to say, you know. Let's hear your thoughts on the lack of Lauren Cohan contract, and she is looking at pilots. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the other topic we were going to discuss, as well as the trailer for The Walking Dead. There's, in my opinion, clickbait articles going around, especially comicbook.com. I get, like, ill in my stomach every time they get exclusive interviews and access. And it's like, come on. How does this company get that shit? You get Kirkman in some comic conventions talking about these websites and clickbait and yada, yada, yada. These people are doing that shit. Wait a minute. Do I have the... Oh, my God. Guys, you didn't tell me. I have the chat all messed up. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. No one said anything. Hold on. The chat is all screwed up. What is going on? Theater mode. Yeah, comicbook.com is like, oh, Maggie's leaving or Lauren Cohan's leaving The Walking Dead, and she's looking at pilots. And yes, there's some truth to that. She's gotten offers and this, that, and the third. However, you know, we don't necessarily need Maggie as much as, say, like maybe season 2. I hope that's good now with the live chat. She can possibly do another pilot as long as they do the time right, you know, when she films there and when she films on The Walking Dead. Guys, let me know if the screen is fine now. I know we were cutting off some of the chat log. But yeah, comicbook.com made it seem like, oh, she might be leaving. Is Maggie leaving? And yada, yada, yada. I think there's an honest chance that some of the more original cast members, season 1, 2, 3 cast members, are going to start leaving. I think because of the decline in ratings and how unstable some things seem to be with lawsuits and all that other shit. Yes, we might start to see the beginning of some of the main cast venturing out into different things. But that is a stretch because she could possibly pick up a pilot as long as, again, the scheduling is on point and they know when they need her and when they don't as far as filming for the story coming up. But actors got to keep their careers going, especially when they're hot. So it makes sense that she would be taking offers. And it didn't even say that she wants to leave. It did say that she's getting these offers from, and I think she even went to a meeting or two, or maybe even a couple. There was a little blurb in there too about nowadays you always got to put it in guy versus girl bullshit. But it was like, oh, seeing as how she doesn't get paid as much as her male co-stars and yada yada. It's like, Jesus Christ, people. You get paid based on, especially the character, you know, how you negotiate your contracts. I mean, damn. If the story revolved around Maggie Green, if we followed her waking up in a hospital, she would get paid the most, chances are, you know? So, I hate when articles do that shit. Did I see the Infinity War trailer? Yeah, I'm not real big on Marvel stuff. I'll probably see it, but my excitement isn't like through the roof or nothing. I never feel like there's never anything at stake. We know how it's going to go down, you know? I doubt none of us are going to be surprised in the theater when we watch it. Will Oceanside fight because they have no resources and are in need of things? I'm hoping Sadiq. I'm hoping Sadiq is connected to Oceanside somehow. What's the rumor about Maggie leaving the show? Yeah, we already covered it. She's just fielding some offers for different pilots of different TV shows. That's what they said. What about what's going on with Maggie? I'm late. Actually, I'm happy that All Out or whatever storyline is over. I'm more excited about the new beginning. Yeah, I'm pretty damn excited to see what they do with that. Let's see what's going on here. The show was badly damaged after Carl's death. I would disagree with that. I think there's a good 30-40% of the fan base that is all different types of mixed about it. Maybe even 50%. I'll give you 50%. If we're counting mixed, like I'm in the mixed category, but I don't hate them immediately for doing it. I need to see why. I need to see what happens because of it, how it plays out. But I don't think it is for the comic book. If Kirkman killed Carl, I would be way more devastated just because of the medium is different. It's so different. It's extremely different. That seems like it would hurt the franchise. I mean, that's rough, The Grimes legacy seems like that's an important staple in the comic book. But for the TV show, it's very different, especially since the medium has a lot to do with the leading man charisma. And I'm saying leading man as in man, woman, mankind, because anyone with a certain charisma can essentially take on the lead down the line. You're never going to have Rick Grimes in it through the whole run of the franchise. That's as ridiculous as saying Luke Skywalker needs to be the main character for all the Star Wars movies. What happens when they make Star Wars 55 in, 20 years from now? He's not going to be in that one. It makes sense. The story would evolve past the character, even the original characters. Same thing with The Walking Dead and Rick Grimes. It's going to evolve past him. The franchise is too big not to. And when it comes to Carl, he doesn't have to lead that evolution. He doesn't have to inherit the world of The Walking Dead. Someone else can. A group can. Anyway, Ronnie, make a joke. I'm sad Patriots should have won. Football sucks. Okay, that's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't do any Colin. I don't know if you're being a troll or what, but we don't do any spoilers here. Chances are you're being a troll, because if you were a real, subscriber on this channel, you would know better than to ask a ridiculous question like rumors and spoilers. People can do multiple acting roles at once. Yes, they can. With TV shows, it is a bit trickier, though. Charm Melon, I can never get that right. Do you think we will see Clegane Bowl in Season 8? We have to. We have to. They're setting it up way too much. Q&A from Berserkaholic. Do you think it will be mostly one character that takes on comic Carl's? No, I don't. Going forward in the story, Andrea's comic book role got put into a few different... Yeah, I think it's going to be the same thing. A few different characters are going to get different parts of his story arc. James Powlett. Ronnie, why do you think they brushed past the initial outbreak in Fear the Walking Dead? It was very rushed. The breakdown of society done properly would have been more interesting. There's some people that's not going to like my answer, but my answer, and I'll try to keep it as quick as possible, I think the reason they rushed the initial downfall and outbreak, two reasons. One, they don't ever want to go into, or it appears, they don't ever want to go into the actual virus. They don't want to go into anything being immune. They don't want to go into any cures. So it's a fine line. Because they don't want to go into any of that stuff, you got to focus now on just the outbreak part. And here's my second part of the answer. Because of the budget, it simply couldn't afford them the luxury of showcasing a full, complete outbreak, especially in downtown and LA. The script was definitely catered towards a more affordable story, Think about it. You got the little pen, they went all out for episode 1 or 2, showing some of LA. And then you got the little pen that they get housed in. Now you got houses you can film in. You have a little filming area for a couple days. And then when they shot at the hospital, that's another set that's cheaper than shooting you know, in the city streets and shit like that. So budget. Hey Ronnie, what do you think about Jurassic World? I'm not big on that. It's okay. It's one of those popcorn flicks. I don't think I even liked Jurassic World enough to ever rewatch it again, to be honest. But I'll see it once. Charmelon said, Ronnie, not to get too political, well then don't. My opinion on NFL players, I don't have an opinion. How's that? During the Super Bowl, yeah, I don't have an opinion. I'm not into anything that has to do with football at all. So my opinion simply doesn't matter. Raiders Cat, Maggie has been built up to this role and she's going to be a top 5 character soon. I really hope that Maggie isn't making her way out, or the character, because she has some really incredible stuff coming up, and really excited to see that. Thanos is an amazing villain. You'll be surprised. No, I won't, Joe. I agree with you. He's an amazing villain, but he's not going to rip Iron Man in half. He's not. You know, he's not going to snap Spider-Man's neck. He's not going to do anything that's going to make me go, holy shit, okay. You know, no, it's, you know, it's family-friendly popcorn kids stuff. And it's good. It should be that, because that's what Marvel's been doing this whole time. And I like it in its own way. Like, when my daughter gets more interested in it, I'm going to have fun watching that with her and enjoying that with her. But me, I simply like the darker, grittier. That's never going to change. It's always been that way since I was a kid. So when it comes to Marvel and Infinity War, or, you know, whatever they're doing, I might enjoy it a lot. But it's never going to get to the benchmark that has me going, oh my God, you know? And it's not a valuable thing. It's not like that's a well-made, because it could still be well-made, but it's the enjoyment I'm talking about. It's very different than something being well-made and well-done and well-written. If you quit the show, you're not a real fan. That's a loaded question. I mean, if they come out and kill all the characters with a nuke, and then they start over with different characters and people leave, you can't not call them real fans. That's devastating. That's devastating. If you take away what they became fans of, that is absolutely unfair. I do believe, to find middle ground, if you are a Daryl fan and he dies and you leave, a Carol fan and she dies and you leave, a Carl fan and he dies and you leave, if you're a fan of just the characters, then yes, to put it factually, you're a fan of that character. You're not a fan of the show, you know? The character's in that show, but once the character leaves, unless it is something that devastates the entire storyline, and I would have to argue Carl simply doesn't, you know, whether he stays or leave. He doesn't devastate the storyline whether he's there or not. I am going to miss some really interesting stuff for him being there, I feel like, in the comic. I feel like I'm a little disappointed we're not going to see that play out. But in the same strength, I'm kind of curious to see how they twist that up. Chad Wright says, hi, Ronnie. And again, these are like my opinions. I'm not saying I'm right, you know, and you're wrong, or vice versa. I'm saying, like, this is how I feel. So I just want to every now and then put that in there. Chad Wright, hey, Ronnie, is there any celebrity that people say you look like? No. I was watching The Truman Show, and he thought you looked like Paul Giamatti minus the hair. Paul Giamatti. Oh, my God, I love Paul Giamatti. I never would have figured that one out. I never would have. I don't know. Someone said Ben Stiller once when I was younger. Real young now. Yeah, I think like when I was 17, someone said Ben Stiller, and someone said Happy Gilmore one time. Adam Sandler. I don't know. I don't see it. I honestly don't see it. Dan Quinn with a $20 super chat. No comment, but I appreciate the super chat. All the support is definitely what's keeping this channel going, and we're going to be relying more and more on that support moving forward. I think that's one of the more scarier things, because YouTube is still slamming me with the not advertiser friendly. And the worst part, I'll be honest with you, they have been clearing them fast. They're clearing them within like a day or two, sometimes 5 days at the most. The biggest problem, this channel is not huge and it's not tiny. However, the first day you release the video is the most important day. The first 2-3 days is the absolute most important, because that's when everyone watches it. And then once YouTube clears it in a day or two, you make like 20% of what you would have off the video. So especially now and moving forward, I'm going to appreciate the super chats on a whole new level because it's a little bit shaky ground, you know. Mods, I could see her leaving. Unfortunately, I see maybe 2 more seasons of The Walking Dead. Yeah, that would be unfortunate. Hey, Ronnie, where is Sherry? You think she's going to come back? I hope she's going to come back. Yeah, I think she's going to come back. I think she's just hiding out, though. I don't think there's anything... I could be wrong, but I think she's just hiding out. Those damn hiccups, man. They try to kill me all the time. Tammy Schultz. Hey, Ronnie. Oh, I already did that. I don't believe Tanya. What? I think if she did, they wouldn't have let Enid and... Oh, Natanya, the grandmother. Aaron go free like we clearly see they did in the trailer. Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. People said that the Oceanside grandmother wasn't the same actress, and that's why they killed her off in such a weird way. But I think she posted pictures on Instagram. It's definitely her. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it was an accident. Maybe she shouldn't have been so aggressive, you know what I'm saying, towards them. Enid probably shouldn't have shot, but if you replay it, she was definitely going, like, it was a lethally justified situation. You know, the lethal force was justified. If you go back and rewatch it, the grandma's clearly like, I told you shouldn't have come here, and she's either bashing him in the head with a like a shovel or about to shoot him. Again, go back and rewatch it. I think she's gonna like club him or something. It's definitely, in my eyes, it's justified. You know, bitch, you already knocked him to the ground. You could fall back and chill. You know what I'm saying? He's not a threat to you. You acknowledge that by trying to have a conversation or warn him. So I would have to disagree. I say, yes, I could see the emotions are high, but the grandma was just tripping balls, yo. I don't know. What, did you watch Super Bowl? No, I didn't watch that. No spoilers, not even one. What's up, Mapp fam? Don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, please do. Don't you think Rick having change of heart saving is too predictable? No surprise, I do. This is where it gets tricky. For comic book fans, I'm a comic book fan, anything's going to be too predictable if it's the same as the comic book, but that is okay. It's supposed to be. They're creating this. Like when they make the Last of Us movie, I'm not going to say Joel and Ellie get together and grow a bond, like a father-daughter bond. That's too fucking predictable, bro. No, they're supposed to. So in a one aspect, as a comic fan, it's hard to process it. Is that too predictable? As a TV-only fan, how they're doing it, and yeah, it's problematic, sure. For other TV shows to take a villain-like character and have them do a whole redemption and not die and stick around, yeah, based on that, there's a lot of TV shows that do shit like that, you know? It is predictable in your NBC-type, ABC-type shows, yeah. Jonathan, do you think Tobin will take the comic book death with the gunked weapons? I think it's possible. Right now, I don't feel it. I don't feel it, you know? I love you, Ronnie. I love you, Laura. Thank you for the support. I got to read your name. What is this? Holloran. Did I get that right? That is a cool last name. I like that. We know this Norman Reedus will never leave the show. Oh, he doesn't ever want to leave. But you never know. The environment he fell in love with could change. And then, you know, leaving could be no big thing. Hopefully, we never get there. I made a Walking Dead versus PewDiePie trailer video on my channel. If anyone cares. Well, please don't advertise here. Again, the mods will just pull you down. And I will risk sounding like a jerk for that, straight up. First off, it makes a lot of people mad. I'll be honest with you. I don't recognize your name. No offense. It makes a lot of people mad. And second off, if we just get 20 people doing the same shit, it's going to clog the feed. So please, on a YouTube thing, don't do that again. Dude, people were literally saying things about Carol. People, though, I don't know. Ronnie, you inspired me to become a YouTuber. Any advice? It would be all about The Walking Dead. Don't do it all about The Walking Dead. That's my biggest thing of advice. Do it about what you're passionate into. Because in 4 years from now, you might have a YouTube channel with 100, 200, 300,000 subscribers. You're going to want to, you know, go into creative writing or movies or something else. And the whole Walking Dead thing is going to, the name I'm talking about. Just don't have a Walking Dead name. You can do only Walking Dead for right now. Just don't keep a Walking Dead only name. I should have said that differently. But because like I said, in a couple years you're gonna want to venture out and do different things. Other than that, the best advice: don't stutter. Talk with confidence. Even if you're wrong, come back and be like, yeah, I messed up, or yada yada yada. And sound is absolutely important, even more important than the video, I would imagine. Norman Reedus has said he wants to play Daryl forever. I believe it. Berserkaholic. Do you think it will be mostly one character that takes the comic? We already did that one. No, I do think it'll be a bunch of different characters. Wait, Enid, Judith, Super Time Jump, Sadiq combo, and maybe Sadiq will get to fall for Lydia. No, I don't think they're going to mix it up like that. I don't know anything. Who's going to take a drink with your favorite Mapp member? Go ahead. Everyone take a drink with Raiders Cat. T. Gilly. It's not about the lead. It's about it fucking up the source material beyond repair. There's no going back now. It's season 3 Andrea all over again. Well, yeah, here's the thing, though. Season 3 Andrea, it didn't cripple the show. It crippled Andrea, the character, and her storyline. Yeah, but it's, to be honest, it just didn't hurt the show. It hurt certain scenes, I kind of feel like we lost an Andrea Dale thing with the Terminus people, sure. I really enjoyed the actor playing Bob's portrayal, Lawrence, why? Gilliard. Why am I forgetting his name? I knew his name way back in The Wire. Anyway, he did a fantastic freaking job. Yet we do lose certain things, sure, but I just disagree. I don't think it screws up the entire show. No, you're not saying that, though. Maybe I'm reading that wrong, because you said it fucks up the source material beyond repair. Maybe some of Carl's scenes, I will let you have that for right now. Like, I mean, I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm saying I won't debate that, because I haven't seen what they're going to do in its place yet. They could do some things cool, and then some things could just not work. And then in that case, yeah, sure, you're right. Wank staying. Hey, Ronnie, unfortunately, I won't be able to watch the stream. Gotta sleep. Going to Amsterdam in a few hours. I'll make sure to watch it while I'm blazing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Enjoy your travels and have a safe trip. They were talking about Maggie, unless I heard wrong. Yeah, everyone's talking about Maggie. Did we get that super chat? There was no... yeah, we got it. There was no comment on it. The show needs to stop screwing up characters like Carl and Jesus and stop going the humanitarian moral compass route. They do they do go a little overboard with the moral compass thing. I like the idea of prisoners of war. I know a lot of fans are not all about it. I think they just went about it a little differently. I think a really easy remix would have been simple. Jesus, and you know what? Let's go into this. I think this is great. And I think this is what showcases where the writers being stuck on setting something up kind of messed with the storyline. What did they set up? They set up Maggie killing a savior. How did they set that up? They needed a savior that is not redeemable, over the top bad. What did they do? They put him in a position where he took Jesus hostage. See how they now force themselves to make the savior unredeemable, over the top. I even pissed myself on purpose. Like you see how the writing patterns flow with that scene? Now with Jesus, how it should have went down, a little remix, Jesus should have killed that character. But then you're thinking, well, that's the point of the character, is to have the character do that stupid shit, and then when Maggie kills him later, we don't hold it against Maggie, we understand it. So now you would have to sit there, now we see all the pieces, how do we rewrite that to make Jesus and Tara's storyline not seem a little too over the top, Because in a perfect world, he would have found 2 people in the closet, 2 assholes. One went to grab a gun, and Jesus got out of it and shot him in the head. He turns to the other one's like, fine, take me. And Tara's like, we'll kill them both. And he's like, no, he's not putting up a fight. Remixes slightly. But this guy is still an asshole and says things, does a couple things. Maybe he even tries to get out. Maybe he says something to Maggie. That would be easy, perfect. As he's getting into the cage, he says something about he's going to enjoy when he gets out of here and he could put her in a cage or something like that. I mean, just anything. Just, you can, little remixes like that. Now you have the savior set up for Maggie to kill. You don't have an overdosed, you know, scene with Jesus and Tara arguing about this one savior, and it's over the top because you were able to kind of polish it. I'm not saying that it is how it should have been. I'm just saying I feel like they could polish some of the things up that they do there. The show needs to stop screwing them. Ronald, did you take any public speaking classes? No. Do you have any advice on talking in front of a big crowd? Advice talking in front of a big crowd. It's about what you're talking about. It's, you know, it's, I don't know. That's the best advice I can give you. You don't focus on the crowd. You focus on what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I think too many people focus on the crowd and focus on all that hype. It's just what you're saying, you know, that is it. And again, just be general, no matter what you're talking about. If it's something you don't know much about, be honest with it, because then you're going to stumble, you're going to stutter, you're going to feel like a fool, you're going to look like a fool. Just be open and honest, you know, and content is very important of what you're discussing. Other than that, no one really cares. Like in a crowd, unless you're somebody specifically like a political figure or a celebrity or something else, the majority of the people in 90% of the cases will not care what you're talking about, what you're yada yada yada. They're not. What I mean is they're not gonna hold anything against you. You know. So speaking in front of a crowd, you might overhype it more than you need to. Most people are just gonna be like whatever. Only Alyssa W. Thank you for the $5 super chat support. 72 Tibbs, another $5 super chat. Just tuned in 2 minutes ago. Can you name a movie with the young Norman Reedus in it? Boondock Saints. There is a sci-fi about old video format as well. Wait, hint. There is a sci-fi about this old video format as well. What? Can you name a movie with the young Norman Reedus in it? The young. How young? Pandorum? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I honestly don't know what you mean by that hint. I thought you meant like just name any, you know. Sorry about that. Put something in the comments. I'll look for your comment to see what you mean. The old video format. No, I don't know. Elisa Jet. $30 super chat. I get why the attitudes are completely bleak, but it's getting really hard to enjoy everyone on such a downer. I would like someone to find joy in kicking some savior ass. I think we will get more hype coming in when it comes. We have a character death, especially with Carl. Yeah, the atmosphere is going to be a bit bleak, you know. With Negan coming onto the show and before the cliffhanger, we did have a lot of hype. And I kind of do feel like, in a way, it's a combination of the bleak vibe with character deaths and some disappointment in fans. That's just mixing right now. That feels like it's a bit of an overdose, you know. James Palette, the Mapp logo you have is awesome. Have you patented it? If you haven't, think you should. Yes, everything legally with Mapp is on the up and up and going forward. Got a couple more things to do, but it's official. Did you take any public? Oh yeah, we already did that. James Milne drew that. I actually created the idea. It was something I wanted to do. Originally, I just had an arrow and I wanted to get something done, and then another Mapp member made one that was just like a 2D one with the arrow through it. I don't know if you remember the old one. And then James Milne, the artist doing Doomsday Kingdom, did one. That way it was in that same style as Doomsday Kingdom. It kind of goes hand in hand because it's on the comic as well. Daryl could take Carl's story arc. I could see Daryl talking to Negan in the cell after falling for Alpha's sister or family member. I can't, you know, I can't. I can see Daryl getting with somebody, but I can't see the whole love story or whatever. I could probably see Carol, you know, dealing with abuse and dealing with certain situations. I could see her finding like a mini Sophia. It doesn't have to be a romantic bond. We just need a bond, you know. But I know some people are supporting Daryl taking it, and I get it, you know, but it just doesn't sit with me. Not yet. Tammy Schultz says, you don't sound like a jerk, Ronnie. It's disrespectful to promote on your channel, just like the shout-outs that you love to give. Oh, well, thank you very much, Tammy. Yeah, I don't mean to be like a downer about it. I mean, I'm sure we can find sometimes to be able to do stuff like that. Razorin says, sorry, no problem. I'm a big fan of your channel. Didn't mean to promote it in a bad way. Just thought fans would enjoy it. Won't do it again. Respect. That's awesome. I really appreciate the understanding. Absolutely. I think you have portrait mode. Kirkman and Carl might not die. Yeah, I got to see what this is that Kirkman said that. I feel like it's something, oh, he's not dead yet. You know, we'll see because it's hype, you know. Jordan Baines says, Ronnie, I sent you basically an essay about this, but please watch and spread the word about these 4 shows. Fargo, Legion, Patria, and Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. I know you'll love them. I've seen Fargo. I liked Fargo season 1. Legion, I don't think I've seen that. I think a couple people have mentioned it. Never heard of Patriot, and I don't know what Dirk Gently's is, but I'll look it up. I think someone mentioned that before. Joe Vargas, Q&A. Will Kylo Ren ever turn back to the light? I hope not. Jeez. I hope not. Chris Rambo wants to know if Rick is going to get injured with the Negan fight. No, I don't think so. I think now that we know he hallucinated, and he hallucinated his leg, you know, being busted and him on a cane, I don't think so. How many saviors are there? There seems to be hundreds. I think there was around like 100 to 200, right? William Gray, I hope that they bring Clementine over from the game. I don't think they're going to bring Clementine, especially not after the lawsuits. Keep in mind, guys, I believe, legally speaking, it is some kind of shared ownership rights between Skybound and Telltale Games. Now, and this is where it gets tricky, and where I don't know really, because if Skybound paid them to create something, I believe that even though they did that, the characters they create, they default own the rights to those characters. You know what I'm saying? It might be a shared right. I'm not really sure. And I do know even with, like for an example, Spawn was made by Todd McFarlane, and he had a character, he brought in somebody who wrote this character named Angela, I believe that's her name, and the judge ordered that McFarlane has to give up rights to that character, even though it's his world he created, because he didn't create that one singular character, and she got popular enough where she was her own character, you know? And I think they moved that character over to Marvel because the guy who created it works for Marvel or some shit like that. So that character's now over at Marvel, and I think it's like Thor's sister, I heard, or some stupid shit like that. So again, I don't know how that works. Like, for example, if I paid somebody to create a certain thing with Doomsday Kingdom, I would own it because you're paying them like an employee. But if you go into something and they're writing part of the story for you, if it's like, okay, do this little side story, and they created like Joe Blow, the character, I believe they own partial rights to that character, some shit like that. So with Clementine and the lawsuits, especially with AMC, I don't see her coming to the show anytime soon. To the comic, maybe. I think that's possible. Tiny Dancer says, I don't get all the Tara hate. She's not the best character, but she's N. Charmelon says, Ronnie, why does it matter if Carl dies? I'm glad they can deviate. Well, you're asking someone who says it doesn't matter as much. So if you mean why do other people say it matters? Well, because they're looking at Carl as being the legacy of the world of The Walking Dead. So for them, it matters a lot, you know? Do you think Daryl could get his leg broke? I think he could, but again, what would be the purpose? And this is where we got to figure out, is it good for the story or is it just simply fan service? A character in the comic got its leg broken. So does that automatically mean that a character in the show needs his leg broken? But why? What does it do for the story? In the comic, we see why. It keeps our lead, you know, the leader of this community, realistically home in the community. And now we can send other characters out on these little paths to discovery. Now, realistically, you wouldn't send your leader, anyway, but Rick leads, but he likes to put it off like it's not like an official title until the time comes up, pretty much. So I don't think anyone needs their leg broken, to be honest. Spin. If anyone knows a spoiler and even hints about it in the comments, you will be removed and continued offenses will be banned. Yes, we don't. We simply do not do spoilers in this group. That is definitely a rule. Chris Rambo, Ronnie, how would you feel about Frank Darabont coming back and being the permanent showrunner again? I loved his work. There's a part of me that would be really interested in seeing how that plays out, but that simply is impossible at this time. Hell would freeze over before that happened. Charmelon says, Ronnie, in your best estimation, how many men have died from Negan's side versus the side of Rick, Ezekiel, and Maggie? Oh, I have no idea. I'm not keeping track. I couldn't even guess. Raiders Cat, this SIP is for fallen Mapp members. What do we got here? Elisa Jet. You think Jadis is going to live? She could die as well, right? I think she's going to live longer than everyone else in the trash community. I think the trailer kind of hinted that one right. Not hinted it right, but spoiled that one. I mean, she could die as well. But I do think it is possible she could die. She looks like she's hurting, like a lot of pain and a lot of anger there. More pain than anger. So she could die going out. Fighting, to be honest. Son Goku. Wrong, Ronnie. The new is Thor Jane Foster. Remember the girlfriend from the first two movies. The new is Thor Jane Foster. Remember the girlfriend from the first two movies. What? Remember the girlfriend from the first two movies. The new is... Wait. The new Thor is Jane Foster. Is that what you mean? Wait, hold on. Because I could have sworn somebody just said this the other day. Spawn Angela. Is that her name? Angela, yeah. Spawn Angela. We'll just look up that and see what the wiki says. Angela is Angel and Hunter of Hellspawn. She is first introduced in Spawn number 9 and is first to be introduced in the series. First Angel, sorry. Well, that doesn't tell us much. Huh. Maybe that is wrong, I guess. I don't know what the hell. Alright, Neil Gaiman. Gaiman created her, the artist. She first appeared in supporting antagonist in Spawn, making her debut in 9. Angela was later the subject of a legal battle between McFarlane and Gaiman over the rights of the character, which Gaiman, I'm pronouncing that wrong, Gaiman, we're going to call him that, Gaiman won. Gaiman later sold the rights to the character to Marvel. She was integrated into the Marvel Universe in 2013's story Age of Ultron, and her character was expanded upon in 2014 storyline Original Sin, where she was established to be the lost sister of Thor. Don't you fucking tell me I'm wrong ever again, motherfucker. Son Goku. If I knew any Pokemon... Wait, nope, that's not Pokemon. Hold on, I got my shit wrong. I know what that is. Goku. Dragon Ball Z, right? I hope to God that's right. If I knew any Dragon Ball Z shit, I would say something slick. I'm kidding around, but I'm dead-ass serious. That is the... Hold on, we have something wrong with the chat. That is the... sister of Thor. Now, I don't know what they're doing new with Thor. If the new Thor is, Thor's ex-girlfriend or something, then fine, you're right. Yeah, sure, but we're not talking about that. We're simply talking about that Angela character in the past being the old Thor's sister, however that plays out. I don't know. All right. Well, hold on. We got Dude Guys. Holy shit, I forgot it was Sunday. Thank you very much for the support. Yes, it is Sunday. Gilly says, who do you think will kill Simon? This is rough, man. I would like Daryl to get a good kill, Timmy Schultz. They're kind of building it up now, though, with Hilltop and Maggie, so maybe it's Maggie. Tammy Schultz says, if Doomsday Kingdom becomes a movie, I want to be the badass woman you got. Nice. We got a few. Stephen. Let's go with Stephen. Do you think Simon will backslide and Negan may kill him? This is rough. I think it's possible. I think it's very possible. But I think it kind of takes away from some of the reward of a good guy killing Simon. You know what I'm saying? Dwight should kill Simon. Jordan Bain, 22, says, dude, Ronald, take these suggestions seriously. Patriot and Dirk Gently. Check them out. You have the power to spread the word and get these shows seen. I'm going to have to look up Patriot. I've never heard anyone recommend a Patriot. Is it on Netflix? Is that what you mean? Because I know we talked about Netflix shows. Patriot show. And Dirk Gently. Did I even hear about Dirk Gently? What is that? Dirk Gently. Oh my God! It has Elijah Wood in it. I'll check it out. I like Elijah Wood. I like Wood. Patriot. What is that? Is that a TV show? Patriot show. Patriot TV series. Oh, it's a comedy. All right. It's got 81 score. It's Patriot is an American comedy drama created by Stephen Conrad for Amazon Video. No wonder why I haven't heard about it. No one talks about Amazon Videos, but I'll check it out. First season consisted of 10 episodes. I will check it out. If that's on Prime, my mother has Prime. I don't have Prime, but my mother got Prime. My brother got Prime. I think like a couple ex-girlfriends got Prime. I don't need Prime. I could just use any one of their accounts. So I might check that out. I think that's how it works with Amazon movies, right? All I know is everyone I know has Prime, and they say don't even bother with it. That's why I don't get it, because they say something about, like my brother said something about, like, you're supposed to get Prime for the movies, and then there's a bunch of movies that you really want to watch, but you have to pay more anyway. So it's like, fuck. Dwight should kill Simon. If it were up to me, I'd tell Gimple, you're fired. Well, it's not up to you. All right, where are we at? Alexander says, Ronnie, have you seen the Han Solo teaser trailer? Literally nothing in it interests me. No, I haven't. I haven't even heard anyone talk about it yet. I'll check it out, though. I'm not interested in it at all. Chris Rambo, Ronnie, what do you think of TV Negan having his beard again? It just keeps coming and going. I think it looks good with the slick black hair, but for TV Negan only, I'm good with it. Keep it, lose it. You know, I like having a character that, you know, gets busy and is scruffy and doesn't shave. You know, that happens to Rick. You know, if Negan's too busy, I'm good with it, you know. I like Negan when he's clean shaven. I also like Negan with the beard. I think he's got a great look either which way. And I noticed ever since the TV show, comic Negan has been doing that, growing a beard every now and then. I see what you're doing, Kirkman. Fans can't say shit now, you know what I mean? Because comic Negan growing a little scruff. I see what you're doing, you slick son of a bitch. All right. Yeah, Jane is Thor right now. Yeah, that's not what we were talking about, though. Marcus, junkyard people all get killed. Yeah, we are well aware of that bullshit. Q&A, Ronnie, do you think Millie Bobby Brown is the next Natalie Portman? No, I do not at all. Holy shit, I forgot it was Sunday. Okay, wait a minute. Did I just back it up? Free World, Ronnie, this is your weekly reminder to watch the epic anime Attack on Titans. It's perfect. Listen, you're going to have to keep that up for another month or two. I will get there. I honestly will. I remember seeing the trailer going, oh my god, I like that idea. I really want to check it out. There's something about just anime and that type of art. I have no interest. Even when I was younger, I could never, like, and I love, Voltron was kind of anime-ish, right? I love the old kind of, the anime and that type of artwork where you get, like, the sound effects and someone moves, but it's not like the fluid motion. It's just kind of like them going ching and they're in a solid place. And I don't know. It's so weird. It's hard for me to explain. I will definitely check it out one of these days. But it's like someone's got to sit me down and put a gun to my head. Don't really do that, though. But I will get there one day. I will. Erica Kovacs went to see Chandler Riggs. Oh, yeah? What kind of questions did you ask him? Who has work or school tomorrow? Probably everyone. Super chat. Sup, guys? Oh, wait. We got a super chat. 74 Tibbs. Who do you think is going to die first in Infinity War? Oh, no one. It's Marvel. I think Thanos has to have an impressive entrance. Tony is going to die by protecting Spider-Man. And Vision is going to be the first. Wait. Tony is going to die by protecting the Spider. And Vision is going to be the first. Vision is going to be the... if anyone dies at all, I will be like, okay, that's a step up. And not like, you know... Vision doesn't count. If anyone dies other than Vision. Yeah. Maybe they should kill Captain America. That'd be badass. Some guys, sorry for being late. This week went by fast. The problem I have with the trash people is the sleep. How do I live? Wait. Oh, how did it live? Can't see anyone living in a trash dump. Yeah, that gets a little iffy, you know? All right, where are we at here? All right, we're down at the bottom. Q&A, Ronnie. Why don't they make a new wall around Alexandria? I couldn't help with that. Well, they're still getting bombed, so give them some time, please. Jordan Sinowski. What do you think about AMC confirming that Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead? If I get this question one more time, I swear to God, I will dox you. I will hunt you down. And I will make you eat a peanut butter and jelly granola bar without milk or anything to drink. And then you could choke on that. That is not true. Why are people bringing this up? The Walking Dead ending with Rick and gang running into Jesse Pinkman would be epic. AMC did not confirm it. You guys are reading bullshit articles and thinking it's real. It's not. The truth, for anyone who is interested in the truth, the old showrunner of Fear the Walking Dead really liked the music they had in Breaking Bad, a particular song. So he used it, and it's in the interview. It's in the interview that the clickbait website proved it, said they confirmed it. The guy is in the interview saying he did it to pay respect to Breaking Bad. It's like paying homage to it. And they joke around. They joke around about Breaking Bad and be it the meth, you know, starting the apocalypse. It's AMC joking, and it's you know, it's them going on with that partial jokes for the interviewee, you know. And for AMC, they're eating it up because, and they're not even really pushing it from what I've seen, but they'll let it slide because, yes, some fans actually are into that theory, you know. I think it's one of those joking fun theories, but it has no substance in real life at all. Like, not at all. First off, AMC doesn't own Breaking Bad. They could never say that. They can't come out legally and say Breaking Bad takes place in that world and yada, yada, yada. I think that would be a huge lawsuit by the people that own Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? That would be like me coming out with Doomsday Kingdom and saying, come on, guys, you know, this takes place in The Walking Dead. I would get sued into extinction. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I'm saying? Like, my life would be over, bro. Jordan Sinasi, one Sunday closer to The Walking Dead. Who is hyped for Westworld? I'm actually pretty hyped for Westworld. I'm really interested to see where they go from there. Mega Dr. Dre, you need to watch Death Note. I've seen that. If you like darker side of things where the protagonist is not the hero. I've seen Death Note, and I actually liked it for what it was. It wasn't like 100% my cup of tea. But for some of it, I liked it. I was like, okay, this is different. This is yada, yada, yada. Some of the ending was a little flimsy, you know. I don't think it's something I'm going to watch, you know, again. I think it's something I might watch maybe, like, if I get a girlfriend that hasn't seen it, you know, in the future. Or I'm dating some chick or something. I guess that's probably the only other time I'm going to watch it again, to be honest. And we sit down to watch it. That's about it. I do know when I got done watching it, I looked it up and I saw nothing but hate from Death Note fans. And they were like, this is not the lead. The lead is in the source materials, a smart guy, and this, and this, and this. And I get their passion, you know, because I do the same thing with The Walking Dead. But in the same strength, I don't know anything about that real world. So I just thought it was okay. bum, bum. Doomsday Kingdom is the best comic ever written by Ronnie. Get it? I get it. It is. Doomsday Kingdom is the best comic book. The best zombie comic ever written by Ronnie Hayes. Blonde. I could care less about anime too. There's just something about the art style, and I know there's really good stories in there. I absolutely know it. It might grow on me though, you know. I might, because Alita Battle Angel, that looks really cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that was an anime, wasn't it? Manga. Is there a difference? What's the difference? One's a comic book and one's like a cartoon. Tell me how you felt when Tess sacrificed herself in The Last of Us. Oh, I thought that was badass. I really thought that was badass. Isn't Angela Westworld? Damn, she's stunning. I don't know who that is. I'll take your word for it. There's a lot of pretty chicks on Westworld. Yeah, I said that right. Westworld. Good night, Matt family. I'm out. Good night. Actually, we're stopping in a few minutes too. I got late night. Got to get Juliet up for school in the morning and everything. So been kind of dragging lately. Mega Dr. Dre. Did you watch the movie or anime? Big difference. The movie. Yeah, there is a big difference. Everyone I hear from after it says the anime is amazing. You know, the movie, like I said, it was alright, but I know nothing about Death Note, and I watched it as a blind buy watch, you know. And I was like, that's alright. Jeff 1990, do you think Rick needs to tell Negan, I'm gonna kill you just in case you didn't catch it the first 5 times? Yo, how funny is that? That's something else AMC or the writers, I don't know what the flying fuck they're doing. Rick constantly says they're memeing it now. It is a meme. It's a meta meme. Rick, every second he gets, I'm gonna kill him. I will kill Negan. I will kill him. Maggie, I will kill him. Negan's mine. I will kill him. And he fights Negan. He's like, I will kill you. It's like, oh my God, Rick. You know, you either have to kill him, you know, at this point, or we're gonna make fun of Rick in season 9. We're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to make fun of Rick. Q&A for Ronnie or anyone else. How do we save the show? Because at this rate, I'd be shocked if we made it to season 10, at least without major actors jumping ship. Story. Focus on the story. Yeah, it's the fucking story, man. Story. We need a boost in budget with this type of cast. You know, this type of world that the story that they're telling in this type of world. You need a bigger budget. We don't know what the budget is, but if it's not at a minimum of like $6 million an episode, something's got to change. You know. No, Ronnie, he means the anime. The live action movie was trash. Yeah, I figure now that that's probably what he means. Ronnie, do you ever get sad? Yes, absolutely. I think everyone does. Jordan said, did you like Dawn of the Dead remake? Not really. Would you like to see part 2? Not really, because I loved it and would love a part 2. Yeah, it's each his own. I think I have a problem just connecting with the characters in the story. I like it for a zombie flick to watch, like, oh, huh. But I always walk away from it going, it's just missing a lot, you know? I like the zombie stuff, but I don't know. I want cool characters. I want different characters. I want something different, you know? I don't know. You watched The Golden Girl? I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever heard of that. How would you think they will do a time jump in Fear the Walking Dead since season 3 ended on a cliffhanger? I've mentioned this before. I think Morgan runs into somebody, let's say Nick, and then Nick is looking for his family, and he starts telling Morgan about him and his family splitting up during the dam and then finding each other again. And, you know, the idea for Nick is, I left them once, we got split up again, then we got split up again. I will find them, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like again, it's a meta meme for Nick, and I think that might be a way to do it. Melanie, why are you late? Why are you late? Oh my God, what is with the comments, yo? It's not you guys. I think it's YouTube. We'll be at the end, and then I'll read a couple questions. And then next thing you know, there's like 3 whole pages of comments. Maybe I'm screwing something up. Yoda, your super chat is not in. Yeah, Yoda. Wait, hold on. Did I skip it? Let me scroll up. Dozer, Alicia, I'm sorry. Elisa, 74, Dude Guys, Jordan. Yoda, $5 super chat. I think Andrea / Rick works better than Michonne Rick. The Andrea Rick ship was some of the best stuff in the comics, especially during All Out War. Yeah, there's definitely a difference between... There's definitely a difference in the build-up and between those characters. In the comic, it did follow... how much after? It was a little bit after Dale, and then I think Spencer was the next one. Was it? It was Spencer, wasn't it? But it's different though. It's not like in the show. I think the Spencer thing was she broke up with him because he wasn't ride or die for the people. And she was going through this moment, and she was, and again, it was a relationship, it was a loved one thing, and Rick had the Jesse thing, so they both had something. I think at this point, around this point in the story, Andrea was getting rid of Dale's hat, and her and Rick were more and more together. So there was a little bit of, there was definitely a little bit of a build-up there in a different way. When you go back and rewatch, though, Michonne and Rick have a lot of subtle moments going back and forth. So I think at this point in time, I think it's just what's the word I'm looking for? Like a perspective thing. Like yeah, at this point, it's just going to be some are going to like it, some are going to not like it, some are going to be more interested in this, some are going to be less interested, and yada yada yada. If Abraham was still alive, do you think Season 8 would have played out differently? A little bit, yeah. Doomsday Kingdom is underrated and needs more spotlight from the comics industry. I agree. We got to do something. When we're going to release issue 3, we're going to really focus on making some noise with that one, so stay tuned. Steroid says, which Dwight Trader reveal do you prefer? The comic version where he shows up at the Kingdom, or the TV show version at Alexandria? Probably the TV show version. We just didn't get enough. Dwight just kind of shows up in the comic, In the TV show, it's kind of like it's a little bit better there. I still wish both were polished a little different. Again, I still wish Daryl was the focus on Dwight in a TV show. It was set up so perfect. I don't understand why they didn't go that route. Where are we at here? My last name is pronounced Sinikowski. Sinikowski. You must be Polish. Right? Yeah? Sinikowski. I got it, bud. Appreciate it. I'm horrible with names, though. Is Maggie leaving or just a rumor? So far, it's just a rumor. Where are we at? Do I think all these my sexual assault allegations are true? I hope not. I deny all of them. Who is hitting the like button? Who isn't? Sorry. Lisa Jet. I'm broke as fuck. Super chat that Gabriel question to Ronnie from you and me. Laugh out loud. Stormy Swords. Well, Melanie, now sit back and watch. I'm reading other people's conversations. See what I mean? It's all the way at the bottom, but then all of a sudden there's like this surge of comments. Yeah, a couple more minutes here. We got to wrap it up. Lisa Jet. Danny's a badass, and I, for one, think a total badass psychopath chasing a total sociopath through the ZA is awesome. Troy's alive. Oh, Danny's a badass. Yeah, you know what? They had a lot going there. I don't know why they gave that to Madison. I don't know. I do agree with you, though. That would be pretty badass. After Bill Kim 2.0, Ronnie. Really love the channel. Been sub for a while. Really great content. Do you think you would beat Trev Chan's ass in a fight? Pff, are you kidding me, bro? With my hands tied behind my back and one foot stapled to the floor and the other one to the ceiling. Is that a good enough answer? After Bill Kim. Appreciate the non-loaded question, bud. Son Goku. Will Rick kill Jadis for agreeing to help him but leaving? No. I wish he would just do it and get it over with, though. Yeah, the Death Note movie made L and Light little bitch boys. Yeah, that's what a lot of fans say. They're not real happy with his portrayal on the movie. Super chat. Did we get it? Super chat. Ronnie, have you seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan in the new trailer for the movie Rampage? Yes, I have. Quick thoughts on that? I kind of just see Negan at this point. But it's only a little snippet, so it's hard to get a lot of thoughts on it. I think it looks cool, you know. Well, the movie's just going to be popcorn, you know, shut your brain off, I feel like. But his part looks cool. Ronnie, when was the last time you went to NYC? A couple years. Madison Square Garden. Last time I saw The Walking Dead, the season 6 premiere. That was the last time. I live there, so we can meet up one day. Do you think Daryl will die by sacrificing himself for Rick or Carol? I think it's possible. If he does die, it'll be something like that. It'll be something epic. Seeing Ronnie's gonna be pissed. What's going on? Do we have to kick someone's ass, yo? Ronnie, sorry, I meant the Golden Girls TV show. Oh, no. That's old as shit. I've seen that, like, late at night when I was little, like, eating cereal or something, and there was nothing else on TV. Yeah, I watched, like, 5 minutes. I am boss. Laugh out loud. Irish and Polish. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Ronald, let's get some serious for a second. Please do. You think the 17-year-old version of yourself? I'm proud on the man you are today. Please don't skip my question, please. Stop spamming questions and stop asking ridiculous shit, and I won't skip them. And even if I do skip them, stop it. Stop with the don't skip my questions. I answer like 50 questions a year. Some people don't even get one, so fall the fuck back. And as far as 17-year-old version of me, no, he'd probably be disappointed as fuck, you know. 17-year-old Ronnie didn't give a fuck about shit. You know, I envy that little bastard, to be honest. Mr. Swaggins, with this crossover happening, do you think we should expect future crossovers? Yes, we talked about that before. Something else is probably coming. Ronnie, in the Walking Dead trailer, who do you think is wrong? What do you think is wrong with Gabriel's eyes? I think he's just sick. You know, it's just building up. Popped blood vessels, maybe. Because especially when you have the flu, you're real sick, you know, tension, you have pressure, sneezing, coughing, yada, yada, yada. He probably just popped some blood vessels. Wait, there was... Alright, here. Do guys. I don't care how beautiful or well acted Carl's death is. It shouldn't exist. It's bullshit no matter what. Well, then you're definitely not going to like it no matter what. I'm going to at least hear them out. Right now, they're honestly... It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. Carl was just trying to fucking kill Negan. Now he's like, let's peace, brother, peace. It's just, it's not. I'm not sold, man. No, I didn't see the Super Bowl. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? How long did Jeffrey Dean Morgan been on the show? How long will he be? 2 more seasons, probably. Are you going to make gaming videos for Overkill The Walking Dead? Yes, we are. The Last Outlaw. Do you think the apparent death of the trash people could be the result of Gimple actually listening to our complaints last year? It's hard to say. They gotta go. They gotta end anyway. There's no place for them in the new beginning. So it's no. It's just I don't know. It's too difficult to say. Like I said, what's the difference killing them now and killing them in 3 episodes from now? I think this is just the way it was always going to play out. You know. Have you heard Five Finger Death Punch's cover of Offspring song? No. I think it would go great in the episode where Carl passes. I'll check it out. Late party, hey peeps. Yeah, we're about to end it now, so get your questions in. We can't read them all, so never mind. Scratch that. Don't. All right. Epic Vids. Dylan Voorhees, my question keeps getting skipped. If you put your question right there, it would have got read. I think Gabriel pulls a gun out on Gregory. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool if he shows up at the hilltop. Only if he gets to shoot him, though. What do you think about people starting to ship Daryl and Rosita? I just ask why. I mean, why? It could happen, sure. But right now, there's no setup for that as a romance, except for people wanting 2 characters to get together. If we start to see, you know, something bloom, then I'll be like, okay, I see what they're saying. But right now, I think it's just people who like shipping people. When they say in the trailer for Negan, seems like he, and then it cuts off. Ryan does not watch football. Stop asking. Ronnie, was Sadiq, where'd that question go? In the comics, by the way, you said my name wrong. So how about, there's no way I'm getting that right. Sadiq was in the comics, yeah. For Negan, it seems like, okay. Wait, how many episodes will they drag out Carl's death to keep people watching? Just the premiere. I think that's his final episode. They might have a flashback or two, you know, in episode 10, 11. That should be it. He might have something in the finale as well. Dylan Voorhees, do you think the trailer was done well? Yes. I got really excited while watching it. I predict now, I'm calling it, we will see the death of Carol soon. I don't understand why more and more people are talking about the death of Carol. I don't see any hints or signs of that. Even in the trailer, we just see her sad, and we see her get to the hilltop after they fight at the kingdom. So there's no way she's dying there. I don't buy that. But I do think the trailer was done a lot better than the actual season 8 trailer. Yes. Hey Ronnie, do you think people would be complaining as much about Carl's death if he was killed and done right instead of being bit by a walker without seeing? No, I think the complaining would be cut in half. I absolutely believe that. If it was something other than a off-camera bite reveal with a Batman voice, kill me, I think it would be a lot, you know, the anger would be cut in half, you know. Whenever you get a super chat, scrolling up to real time and skipping all in between. Yeah, there's no way around that on YouTube. Even if I scroll down a little, if you do it too fast or too much, YouTube is so glitchy it automatically scrolls up to the most recent comment. I think that's because they put this button here. If I click on that, it goes all the way to the bottom. But if you're scrolling, like let's say I'm here, if I scroll too much, it'll do it automatically for me and go right to the bottom. So even if you use this, it'll go all the way to the bottom anyway. It's just touch and go. All right, where are we at? Now the heapsters most likely die. Will Jadis finally speak normal? I hope so. Sawtooth says, do you hate Travis Chan? No. Dude just makes videos. He hasn't done anything for me to hate him. No. That's a ridiculous question, Sawtooth. Dude, guys. Yeah, the thing with the internet is sometimes, like, in real life you could say things and break balls, but the internet, man, it's like everyone's got to be going to war versus somebody, you know? It's kind of silly. Dude, guys, why are you saying I'm not going to like it no matter what? They're wasting his comic story. People have a right to be upset. Yes, I never said you don't have a right to be upset. And as far as I'm saying, if you're not going to like, you said something factual, right? Like in your opinion, like this, no matter what they do, you're not going to like it. I just repeated what you said in different words. If you're not going to like it no matter what they do, you're not going to like it no matter what they do. I didn't say that's a good way or bad way to look at it. I just simply stated, yes, you're never going to like what they give you because you already admitted no matter what they do, you're not going to like it. And yeah, I support that. Fans, especially comic fans, have a right to be mad that Carl, a character like that, has been taken off. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. And they're wasting his comic storyline. And yeah, I mean, for comic Carl, yeah, sure, they're wasting his storyline. Could they remix it with a different character? Yeah, sure. It would still, no matter even if it was an amazing remix, in a way, yeah, they're wasting comic Carl's storyline. Mega Dr. Dre, Season 6 Jesus, no issue. But, hold on, Mega. The only thing I meant by that when I said that, though, was they could end up doing something absolutely incredibly amazing and outstanding story-wise as a fan. You can still hate the fact that, you know, Carl is gone and we lost the comic Carl stuff, but there still could be, as far as story-wise, something with the story that you enjoy. That's all I mean by that. But saying, like, no matter what they do, I'm not going to like it, well then, yeah, you're never going to like what they do. Mega Dr. Dre, Season 6 Jesus, no issue killing saviors. And Compound, Season 8 Jesus, save everybody. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the polish. Season 8 Jesus is like that because we need a savior. That is such an asshole. we need to not feel bad that Maggie kills him. All they had to do was polish it a little to have, and keep in mind, season 8 Jesus walked into the compound and killed 2 saviors immediately with Tara. And then when the guy surrendered, he didn't kill him, and he said, we're going to take the prisoners that surrender. All you needed to do was add another savior in that closet with him, and maybe a gun was jamming. The other savior's like, give me that, and that's like kind of set it up so we can piece it together. And they just kind of ducked away. The one savior was going, did the whole thing with, imagine how pissed yourself. Keep all that if you want to, and then just have Jesus kill him because, you know, he is over the top bad. And the other savior, even though he's over the top bad too, he gets it. He's not like a complete idiot. He's like, all right, fine, take me. And that is when Jesus and Tara have that moment where he's like, listen, this guy, you know, crossed the line, and I killed him. I have no problem killing saviors. This guy's like, he's surrendered. He's going to cooperate. And the other guy's like, yeah, I don't want to die, you know? And then when we get later, the guy just keeps going, you know, I don't know. Just, I feel like a little remix like that would have served the story a lot better instead of just how they have it, you know? I don't know. Who do you think will kill Gregory and Negan? Maggie, and I honestly don't know for Negan. I think it'd be nice if we eventually got Maggie killing Negan, but they might go a different direction, especially if they adapt some comic book stuff. It's hard to tell. After Bill Camp says, Ronnie, do you think Angela Kangers, I don't know, is going to shit the bed? I watched a video on it, but she really makes some boring videos and people stop bitching about skip questions. I don't know who Angela is. Kangers. I don't know who that is. Do you think shit the bed? I watched it. Wait. Oh, Angela Kang, the showrunner. Oh my God, I'm looking at Kangers like Kangers. I don't know. Why would you spell her name like that? You confuse me for no reason, you son of a bitch. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not saying she's gonna do bad. I'm not saying she's gonna do good. I'm gonna wait. I tell you right now, the first episode, maybe the first episode or two, because they always go all out on the first one. I'll know if her style works or not as a showrunner. We can instantly tell. So. I hope she doesn't, you know. I'm pulling for her. If she does great, we enjoy an interesting show, you know. So, oh my God, I hope she does a fantastic freaking job. You know what? Is there something wrong with the super chat? It doesn't look like it's all in the window. Yeah, I guess it is. All right, last couple questions here. Thank you very much, Mega Dr. Dre, for the super chat. Wait, we got something else came in. Another super chat coming in. Where's it at? Oh man, Epic Vids 8. I think that some people just can't be pleased. I, for one, am open to the story they will tell following Carl's death. Yes, some people will be. Some people, and again, I don't blame ones that are like, you know, Carl. It's like crossing a line. It's you know, destroying everything. I don't, because if they killed Rick right now, I would be livid. You know, I would think the story's over because it's the wrong spot to kill him. If they did Carl in a different way, I think it works. Not now. I think now is kind of like, what? But I think they could have killed Carl in the next season even, and it could have really worked. So I think because I've thought that, and Carl was never the legacy character for me for the show, I think it's easier for me to deal with that and move on. But in the same respect as, you know, how I feel for Rick, I understand how the comic Carl fans feel about Carl's death, but I'm dying to know how it plays out. I think that's really important. Wait, do you think we would get flashbacks in season 9 and 10 of Carl or something like that? No, once he's gone, he's gone. I think we'll get a couple, but that's it. Wait, what will Morgan be reason? What will be Morgan's reason for leaving his story after All Out War? I think it's just to find family, unless they do something totally different with the helicopter, and that somehow gets Morgan interested in leaving. I don't know. I don't think the helicopter's taking him because that's the gas situation just seems a bit weird. Wait, is Dwight more trustworthy than Eugene? At this point, sure. Not related to The Walking Dead, but thoughts on Star Wars Solo trailer. I didn't even watch it. I'm not interested in Star Wars. I'll check it out. Maybe I'll do like a solo vid tomorrow. maybe. It'll be a short one, you know. Dylan Voorhees, I honestly find it realistic. Every character can't have an outrageously epic death. Yes, his death could have been handled better, but I think it's better than others. Yeah, I'll debate that. I love the realism. I love having some characters that, you know, it could be something, you know, that's not epic and yada, yada, yada. I will say I think it should have been handled very differently. But in that way, I mean, damn. Couldn't they have just gotten surrounded maybe? I mean, not simply, let's do this for your mom. Just, I don't know. It hurts my brain. I think it's just, it's flimsy. I just think it's flimsy. Like, you're doing this for your mom. Just, I don't know. Just, I don't know. What if Negan killed Rick at the end of the war? That's not going to happen. If he does, I quit. Who loves this channel? Hit that like button. Yes, please hit that like button. We got to end this now, so let's take the last couple questions. We got one more super chat. I like you and Mega Dr. Dre says, I like you and Trev's Chan too. Been watching you guys for a while now. We all are part of the Walking Dead community. There is no versus. Yeah, only when you're breaking balls. That's absolutely acceptable. And I will admit, if there's a time when someone does something and I'm like, yeah, I think that's a dick thing to do or a shitty thing to do, and I've said that in the past. I think that's why a couple people are like, you hate so such and such. I'll speak on it. I don't care. If it's breaking balls or saying something, I don't give a fuck. But it ain't that serious, you know? So at the end of the day, yes, we are all a part of the community. So take it or leave it, you know? What else we got? Do you think they will do more with Siddiq in the show? I think so, you know, maybe. Would you prefer Dwight getting back together with Sherry or him getting with Laura? With Laura. Both seem to be happening at the moment. Still curious what you think. Laura, but not this type of Laura unless they do something different with, you know, her attitude and character. All right, what do we got here to finish this off? Any good questions? Can't stand snowflakes. I hate the snow. I'm right there with you. It's too cold. Chills me to my bones. Dude told me to fuck off. Oh, I always miss the excitement. What's up? I want to know. I want to know. Oh, he was timed out. Where's the excitement? I can't see it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'll end this or else I would snoop around more. That's an old meme. Damn. Charmelon. Yeah, fucking hell. Get, update your shit, yo. Won't cost like this, but thanks for cheering me up. All right, guys, massive thank you for everyone showing support. I noticed my internet now is just all of a sudden in the red and it's flickering, so I'm afraid we're gonna get cut off. Yeah, it's for some reason it's really hitting the shitter right now. So let's wrap this up before we get cut off. Oh my God, are we getting cut off right now? All right, thank you very much for everyone doing the one more. Low Key No Pressure says, Ronnie, watch Orphan Black. I'll check it out. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Let me just scroll through the super chats, make sure we got everyone. Mega Dr. Dre, Epic Vids, Dude Guys, Elisa Jet, Jeff, we got 74. Okay, so I believe we got everyone in the super chat. Thank you very much for all the mods, for helping us out today, and we will see you guys here next Sunday. I think we're only 3 Sundays away, something like that, and we're going to be back discussing The Walking Dead. Now, this week is very important for the Mapp family. We're going to slowly start putting out the gaming videos, and then, you know, the week into 2 weeks, we're going to start doing the gaming videos, the regular videos, different videos, new videos, and the live streaming, and in a few weeks, we'll be into daily Monday through Friday, Sunday, and Saturday will be the day off. We'll have the Sunday live stream Monday through Friday, a video every night at 6 p.m.-ish in a few weeks, and then in around March, April-ish, we'll be on a schedule, and then I'll incorporate that into the Patreon stuff and yada, yada, yada. So this is a big one. This week, I got an important, as far as the gaming video, to hear what you guys have to say about that, thoughts and opinions, and then we'll just be going. I don't know. I'm rambling now. We're gonna rock and roll. Important week. I can't wait, because I can't wait till we're on a schedule and everyone knows. I'm excited about having a time every day at this time, and I'm excited to see how well that's gonna work out. But all right, love you guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys here next Sunday.